everybody, and welcome. My name is Dr. Heather Carden. I'm coming to you live from Ask Dr. Heather, where my object is to help you better understand and optimize your own personal health. I am the co-owner of Carden Center for Wellness here in Overland Park, Kansas, also the co-chair of Low Carb KC, and a keto specialist for the company Pruvit. So let's talk about cleansing. This seems to be a super, super hot topic. As most of you know, or if you've been patients of mine, we've been talking about cleansing, purification for well over 20 years. I'm super excited to announce what a keto cleanse is and what a reboot is. So our body naturally purifies itself on a daily basis, given the right conditions, the right sleep conditions, the right food, the right elements to have our body. And if you've followed me for a while, you know I've presented many different types of fasting, using fermented greens, or using cod liver oil, or helping people do a combination of coconut oil and butter to help your body get into that fasted state or get into ketosis. I'm super excited to share the reboot with you. It is the best of the best of the best combination. So let's just really quickly clarify, why would you need to purify or cleanse your body if you're already doing that? Well, as you see above, there's actually 80,000 chemicals that are actually approved to be put in our food and put in the clothing and things that we wear. It's actually been proven by the CDC that hundreds of those are actually found in our body. What am I talking about? Well, external toxins, things like pollutions in the air, pollution in the water, unless you have a filtration system. You know, I grew up in the day where people still were smoking in public for years and years. People still smoke in other countries, or, you know, secondhand smoke. People are doing vaping, other things like that. Or maybe you're a construction worker and you're exposed to a lot of chemicals or pesticides, like on the road if you're working, or if you're working in a chemical plant. How about the products that you have in your home? Maybe it's makeup you're putting on your face, or hair products, male or female, or maybe it's the sheets that you're sleeping on. We know that can be a huge link between what we're sleeping on, our laundry detergents, our laundry dryer sheets, and cancer. You guys can Google all that information to find those details out. But how about preservatives? We didn't know we weren't supposed to have MSG years ago. It's still being used in foods today. How about artificial sweeteners? That was supposed to be the big revolution to solve all the diabetes and blood sugar issue. We know it's actually very toxic for our body. What about ammonia and things like that in your cleaning items? What about bleach? What if you're drinking in plastic and the BHB actually leaks into your body? What about microwaving food? What type of Teflon are you cooking on? So we're exposed to tons and tons of toxins. Maybe you don't wash your food. Maybe you don't buy organic vegetables and meats, and you're exposed to toxins that way. How do you think stuff stays in the grocery store so long looking good? There are chemicals on the outside. What are those signs and symptoms that your body may need to purify? Well, number one can be just brain fog. It can be fatigue. So think of your dryer, your laundry dryer, that we've got a vent in there that you have to scrape and clean no matter what quality of clothes you have, no matter what type of detergent you're using. At some point, every 3 or 4 washings, you actually have to take the dryer vent out. I should have brought it, and actually clean it out, put it back in, then your clothes will dry. The body's the same way. Again, it was meant to purify, it was meant to cleanse, but we are over bombarded, not just by blue light stress, by chemicals we just talked about in our external environment and our internal environment, which is our homes. We're actually exposed to over 100,000 toxins every single day. It is super hard for our body to maintain that. What are the signs? It can be simply fatigue. It can be brain fog. Maybe you just can't remember your grocery list. It can also be GI disturbances, especially if you're having food colorings, even in your toothpaste, even in jams and jellies and condiments. You're going to find artificial stuff in all those type of foods. Again, we can't control where the jets fly over. I know there's an airport a few miles from my house, but all those are being admitted into the environment. The same for cars, the same for school buses, diesel, whatever. Yes, hi to everybody from around there. I just want to be super quick here today because I've gotten a lot of questions about this. Well, think about your skin. Maybe you're lathering your skin with lots of lotions to make it feel soft. Did you ever wonder why? Our body's actually supposed to be nice and supple. Collagen makes it nice and tight and shiny. You shouldn't have to lather your skin with tons of lotion. We actually have a fat layer right underneath our skin that should moisturize our body. Those are little signs that your body needs to have a little bit of a reboot. Maybe you're actually stuck at a weight or plateau and you've been trying to detoxify that. Did you know that your fat cells are actually hormones? And as you lose fat out of fat cells, it actually can put further toxins into your body. So I've used a purification or a cleanse process with my patients over the last 20 years for about every 20 or 25 pounds they lose, because we need to take a little bit of a break. Another reason we talk about brain fog and memory is because there's more nerves in your gut than your spinal cord. So if you are feeding, and even if it's the cleanest organic food, but you're feeding, let's say 6 times a day, 20 minutes here, 10 minutes there, 30 minutes here, that's a lot that our nervous system has to process. And if you have maybe a silent allergy you don't know about, maybe you're on prescription medications, maybe you've had a chronic illness or in the past you've had to use things, maybe you have braces or dentures, maybe you have some metal implants in your body, all of that stuff leads to our body being toxic and leads to signs of fatigue and, just not having mental clarity, joint pain. There's a whole host of lists. But what we do when we're doing a cleanse is it's not a fast because we are consuming calories, but we're simply doing what's called a 60-hour reboot. We know it takes about 24 hours to get rid of the glucose. Remember, glucose feeds inflammation. It takes about 48 hours to truly get the glycogen out of our stored muscle. Well, now we have an amazing protocol, our kit we can use to actually help our body optimize feeling better. So hopefully that gave you a little bit of 101 about why we cleanse, the difference between cleansing and fasting. Fasting simply means abstaining from something. So we are asking you to abstain from sugary carbohydrates and garbage, things like that. My other programs, I've given you recipes, YouTube videos, how to make your own bone broth. Now we have bone broth. You simply heat or drink with cold water and go. So the 60-hour reboot is really meant to help your body cleanse out. So it gives your body a break. We're not eating those 4 to 6 meals a day. Your nervous system gets an amazing break. The amino acids are already broken down in here, so you don't have to worry about your stomach acid or your pancreatic enzymes. Maybe you're missing your gallbladder. You get all the amazing resources in the kit with the products provided to help optimize your health. So it's set up super simple, which means Sunday night on April 15th, you're going to have an opportunity here to buy the kit. I'll announce that at the end, but you're going to drink some tea at Sunday night, which actually has some ketone bodies in there, some L-theanine, some other amazing herbs to help your body optimize. Then Monday and Tuesday, we're simply going to guide you through this. We have an amazing support system all set up, and I've got some of the coaches. I saw Shane pop on here. So we've got coaches lined up to help you get through this, because oftentimes people aren't hungry. They just think it's time to eat because we've been trained to eat over the lunch hour, trained to eat the minute that we get out of bed. We know that many of us probably have some stored energy on our body, so where we can go a few days without food. We know we can't go very long without oxygen or water, but definitely we can go a few days without food. But again, we're consuming calories. The bone broth has calories in that. We're going to use some exogenous ketones by Pruvit, not just anybody's ketones, but specifically Pruvit's exogenous ketones because it is the most bioidentical to our body. We're also going to use a supplement that has a patent on it called AC11. It's also called cat's claw, but again, we've got an amazing formulation which helps with DNA repair. So if you're not stuffing food in your body, again, even if it's organic or grass-fed, your body doesn't have to go through that whole big digestive process. We're simply giving your body the energy through the ketones, the minerals and proteins and collagen we need through the bone broth. Then the AC11 is going to come behind and help really clean up that mitochondria, which is a powerhouse of your body, and give your body a great time to really help re-energize, enhance our immune system function, get rid of those cravings. It takes 10 days to turn over your taste buds. So if we can get through 2 or 3 days without sugar, your taste buds are well on their way to turning over. So we know that we also have amazing things like zinc and chromium and vitamin D included within our kits. What do? You simply buy the Reboot kit, and then we attach you or add you in or have you join us on our Reboot Facebook page, and then we guide you over the next 60 hours. Again, this is something I've done for many years with my patients through my practice. Now I have the opportunity via social media, via Pruvit, to help you understand better how to optimize your health. Again, purification and cleansing is a 100% natural process that you do for your body. So if you're a person, you can answer yes to this if you want. Let me ask this. If somebody's done the Reboot, give me a number 1. And number 2, if you've done any cleansing in our office. And number 3, if you're brand new. So maybe you're eating processed foods on a daily basis. Maybe you're consuming condiments. Maybe you're using artificial sweeteners. I still see patients. I was in the clinic all day today. People still using artificial flavorings. Even though we know that it's not good here, people bringing in supplements who actually, that says red dye number 40, blue dye number this, it's still having in there, or candy is left over from Easter. Maybe you're a person who drinks alcohol. Maybe you're grilling, and maybe you're not grilling on the safest thing, because sometimes if we don't have the right grates on the grill, all those heavy metals will leach into us. Maybe, again, we talked about braces or having metals or amalgams in your mouth. That's another way your body can get over bombarded. Maybe you're drinking tons of soda. Soda actually has the phosphoric acid in there, which actually eats away our bones. So if you take Coca-Cola or any type of Sprite, Mountain Dew, whatever it is, Orange Crush, and you actually pour it over your car battery, it will eat the acid off your battery. I know a lot of people clean their golf clubs with soda. Think what that's doing to your body at the cellular level, to the mineral level. So if we can take that out for just 60 hours, maybe 72 hours, we know amazing things can happen. So I just want to jump on here super quick and just help you identify if you're a good candidate for the reboot. And why would we do this? Again, it's the same principles we've talked about forever. It's the way your body's designed to set up. Why is it not purifying naturally? Why are we needing to help our body? Well, we know that our minerals are depleted in even the most organic food that we're doing it. Our waters are contaminated, even if you're buying cold water ocean fish, or you're buying I buy my beef local here in Kansas. So even if I'm buying local beef, we still don't have enough topsoil. Even the cows can't get all the minerals that they need, or the water that they're drinking isn't always 100% pure just because of what's happening with our atmosphere. This is an amazing way to help your body reset. Again, you're going to get the amino acids, you're going to get nutrients like zinc and vitamin D and chromium. There's Ruby Boost tea in there to help balance out your blood sugar. If you don't know what that is, check it out. Again, you're getting all the amazing benefits of ketones. So if you want to join me in the reboot, I would love to have you join me. You simply purchase it online. If you want to message me, I'm happy to share that link with you. I did put it up above, so in case you need to know more about that. But you only have about 48 hours left. It has sold out the last 2 months. I apologize for getting on here late, but know that this is an amazing program. Over, I think, 10,000 people in January. I think we had 15,000 people last month, I guess February and March. So it's so exciting to do this. Oftentimes my office, I help athletes cut weight this very similar way by using nutrients to replace to make sure they don't get macronutrient depleted. I know it's a big word, but this helps get rid of craving, helps rebalance out your blood sugar, helps balance out hormones, helps calm your nervous system, because the Keto Calm tea has amazing herbs, blend, and minerals to help your body breathe. Okay, Dave, I'll breathe. Yes, I'm talking fast. Sorry about that, but I wanted to be brief. I don't know if it's better to talk slower and be longer, or not have these super long talks. But yes, Shane, over 25,000 people in the group. I'm just super excited because I worked all day in the office today. I definitely didn't see 25,000 patients. I know I can help as one of the reboot coaches, and I can help 25,000 people in about 60 hours. So I am excited for that, but always check with your healthcare provider before doing that. So Matt's asking about type 1 diabetic. I do not recommend any type of calorie restriction for someone who's maybe trying to get pregnant, or is breastfeeding, or is underneath the age, or has any type of eating disorder, or a type 1 diabetic that is not monitored by your doctor. But I just want to identify with you. So if maybe that's one of your categories, you can still cut out the garbage. Maybe you're pregnant and breastfeeding but need to cut back on the soda, or cut back on the artificial sweeteners. You can still learn some amazing things about why we need to purify our body, how many chemicals we're exposed to on a daily basis, and why is our body not cleansing out like it should? Why are people prematurely aging metabolically? Why are we getting age spots on our skin, or eruptions, or little bumps? Maybe our bowels aren't eliminating every day. That can be because there's so many toxins built up in your body that it's overworking, it's over bombarded by the abundance of exposure that we have. And now we have a system that is super easy, that almost everyone can participate in. Not everyone, we just clarified that. So again, I love popping on here. I'm sorry for talking fast. I probably should start over, but I'm not going to. I want to thank everybody for joining me from around the globe. And yes, Shane, we're talking about ketophagy. So we aren't going to go into big words here today. We'll talk about that a little more on the Reboot page, but super excited just to help you identify if you're a candidate, it's something that would work for you. So Nicole's asking about leaky gut. So Nicole, what I've found with leaky gut is really what happens is we have these tight junctions in our cells and when other toxins and things get through, like artificial sweeteners, maybe heavy metals, maybe hidden food allergies, those gaps get super wide and stuff falls down in there, and then we get the symptom of leaky gut. So again, check with your healthcare provider before starting any new program. But yes, this would be a great candidate because it's going to allow your digestive tract to relax. We know our kidney actually filters toxins. Our liver filters toxins. Kidney actually filters toxins from the blood. Our liver actually filters toxins from the foods that we're metabolizing. Our small intestine absorbs nutrients, and then our large intestine absorbs water, electrolytes, and gets ready for evacuation, and also helps control the bacteria balance to our body. So maybe you have had a symptom of leaky gut. Maybe you're on a steroid or an antibiotic and your gut system's been off. What's the best thing to do? Let your nervous system relax. That's why I slowed down talking. And again, when we're feeding several times a day or putting in foods that our body can't break down, it over bombards and we end up with an over aroused nervous system, which can be in the form of brain fog or insomnia or ADD or lack of focus. But yes, Mike, I'm super excited to ready, go, go, go. And I think, again, I checked today, there are still some kits available. Please let me know if you need help ordering that. I would love to help you order that. If you have questions, please put them down below. Don't send the questions to me privately, because whatever question you have, I'm sure other people have. So again, I want to thank you guys for joining me. I'd love to have some questions if you want to ask some questions, but know that it is very hard to actually keep the toxins out of our body because we have to breathe and we have to drink water. And so we know that those pollutants are there. And again, the foods that we're eating are just not nutrient dense. Being a farm girl from Kansas, I know how my dad used to look at the soil and look at the wheat and look at the soybeans and the milo and look at the water and the fish in the water. All those things would tell him, even the bees in the bushes, the lilac, would tell him about how the crops were going to be. Well, now we just don't have a lot of that going on. So, Teresa, know that you can pop back on if you're trying to watch. I think there's sound because people are telling me to talk slow. So usually somebody lets me know. So hopefully you can hear this on a replay. But this is Dr. Heather saying, have an amazing, amazing Tuesday. Love hearing from you. Sorry about that. And hope you guys have an amazing weekend. And hopefully you get out and get some movement in today and drink your water. And I'm answering questions here. What does AC11 do to us while no food in the body? It does exactly the same thing it does when there is food in the body. So AC11 actually comes from a bark of a tree. It is all natural. And what it does is it decreases inflammation. It increases cellular health. It actually aids the body. It's like a helper, aids the body in actually having the body's ability to repair itself. So that helps with our DNA repair. It also helps clear out damaged cells. So we know our body's turning over every minute that we're sleeping, every minute we're awake. So it actually helps regenerate new healthy cell growth. It's also a super powerful antioxidant. So there's a huge list of that. So you can look up cat's claw or AC11. There's a big also formulation name for it. But yes, it doesn't matter with food or without food. It's still working in your body. And we've got an amazing patent formula on that with some other synergistic vitamins and minerals in there to help your body just have an amazing time and you learn how to be your metabolic boss. So this is Dr. Heather saying have an amazing day, and I look forward to hearing from you.